Give me 2 seconds. Story 9 has the detail that makes the whole situation feel staged. These viral Reddit stories start normal, then one tiny choice turns them into a problem nobody agrees on. Story 1 starts with the kind of moment most people would ignore. I need a reality check, because this situation got messy fast. I might be wrong for not wanting to contribute to office birthdays anymore. Been in this organization for 1.5 years now. My birthday is in December. I celebrated everyone's birthday since I joined and even got gift cards or gifts and did the financial contributions to the birthdays in the department. 12 people. However, no one invested anything on my birthday even to wish me a happy birthday. Now, presently birthdays for the team have started coming in again, so the PA for the boss said we should contribute towards the boss's birthday for a spa day. The amount to contribute is 1% of my gross. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, loudly crying face insane. They did not even contribute a single cent for my birthday and they want to take a chunk of my sauna fee? Hell no. I told her I'm not giving a single cent and my money is already budgeted for. She stopped talking to me. She even threw away the birthday card I got for her from her desk. Also, the boss posts everyone's birthday on the group chat, but not even my supervisor or close colleagues posted anything. It's going to be a tough year for me since I have mentally promised myself I am not wishing anyone a happy birthday on that group chat. #update. #thank you all for the amazing support. I made this bed. It's time to lie on it, grinning face with sweat, loudly crying face, no birthdays. I'm officially Jehovah Witness courtesy of Reddit Red Heart. I know how it looks from the outside, but I still think there is more to it. Who is wrong here? That is the moment where most people would pretend nothing was wrong. Story 2. This one feels normal for about 10 seconds and then it turns. I need a reality check, because this situation got messy fast. I'm trapped in a lie I can't outrun, and my neighbor started it. I accidentally trained my neighbor to think I'm way fitter than I am and now I can't stop. A few months ago, he saw me jogging past his house and said something like, "Good on you, keeping active." The truth is I was not jogging. I was late. Anyway, the next day I walked past again and he waved and said, "Another run today?" And instead of correcting him, I just said, "Yeah." So now every time I go past his house, I have to jog. Doesn't matter if I'm carrying groceries. Doesn't matter if I'm in jeans. Doesn't matter if I was literally just walking to the mailbox 2 seconds earlier. As soon as I get near his driveway, I start running like I'm preparing for the Olympics. Yesterday, I heard his wife say, "She's running past again, Paul." And I almost passed away on the spot because I had just eaten 2 sausage rolls and was trying not to throw up while fake jogging past their recycling bins. At this point, I'm considering changing streets. And if you're magically on Reddit, Mr. Biggs, I'm sorry, grinning face with sweat. I still do not know what I would have done differently, and that is why this story stuck with me. That is the moment where most people would pretend nothing was wrong. Story 3. This one feels normal for about 10 seconds and then it turns. I need a reality check, because this situation got messy fast. Am I wrong? Wife likes to make rules about things when they affect her, but allows the same behavior when it only affects me. Today I got fed up about it. For context, this is a more broad issue, but I'm narrowing it down to this instance for the sake of brevity. My wife, 25F, and I, 26M, have 4 dogs. My wife likes to request that one of the dogs sleeps in the room when I choose to stay up a bit later. She's been having medical problems that affect her sleep and needs help in the middle of the night. So I've been staying up later often so that I'm available when she needs me at odd hours. Last night, our Great Pyrenees was in the bed on my side when I decided to come to bed. She was wrapped up in the blankets so my side was uncovered. I went to use the bathroom, and she woke up in that time and called for my assistance. I helped her to the bathroom when I was finished, then laid down in bed, pulled the covers over, and hopped on my phone. The dog then hopped up into the bed and laid in her spot. I figured it would keep her spot warm, so no big deal. She comes back from the bathroom unassisted, then shoos the dog from the bed. His nails tore about a palm-sized hole in the sheet, which she lamented about before crawling into bed. The following morning, we both woke up, and she's starting her routine while I'm in bed still. She then checks the state of the tear, rolls her eyes and says, "From now on, stop letting the dogs in bed without the covers over it like I always ask you now." Mind you, the dog was on my side, no covers when I came to bed. The sheets aren't anything special, they're from Walmart, and I chose them. I would not have made a stink about a tear from the dog if it had happened on my side. Because it's a dog, it happens. Probably more a sign he needs his nails trimmed above everything. So I chose to remind her that he was on my side just the same way when I came to bed. So I didn't see an issue, and that her tone felt like it was accusatory more at me than the dog. She then throws her hands up and says that every time she tries to communicate something to me, it always ends up like this. I retorted that it typically ends up this way when she makes an accusatory statement followed by a rule that she expects me to follow that I know for fact she will not. Am I wrong? Be honest, would you back down, or would you stand your ground? And this is exactly why the comments could not agree on what they would have done. Story 4. This one feels normal for about 10 seconds and then it turns. I was trying to keep it together, but this situation broke something in me. Being the only one in your family who doesn't wear hijab is a humiliation ritual. English isn't my first language, so please excuse any mistakes. All of the women in my family are strictly religious and wear hijab and niqab. I used to wear it too, but it felt suffocating. I couldn't do it because I love my hair and my jewelry, and it was always so hot and stuffy in there. When I took it off, my family threatened to disown me. Bearing in mind I was still dressed modestly, I just wasn't covering my hair. They absolutely hated it and didn't speak to me for months. I dyed my hair blue to spite them. I still don't wear it. I hate it, but it feels so horrible being the only one who doesn't wear it and doesn't cover up. I still have my blue hair and I feel like an alien at family gatherings because everyone has their hair and faces covered. Then there is me. I get constantly shamed by relatives who think I'm a whore and bringing humiliation upon my family for not being covered up. And this is all because my hair is visible. I am still covered and don't show my skin. I hate it here. The wildest part is that a stranger had more honesty with me than my own wife did. And this is exactly why the comments could not agree on what they would have done. Story 5. This one feels normal for about 10 seconds and then it turns. I was trying to keep it together, but this situation broke something in me. He said he planned it. We had been together for about 3 years. We made plans so that every few months we would plan a trip or staycation together. He told me to book these 2 days off to accommodate these plans months in advance. I kept asking what we were doing, but he told me it was a surprise. He reassured me that he would tell me when the day came, and so it came. Instead of going on a trip, we went for a walk that lasted less than 5 minutes. He said God audibly spoke to him to release me. What was I supposed to say? That morning I was telling my coworkers as I was leaving of how great he was and how he had made these special plans for me. Now I am on days off with no plans, no boyfriend, and all the humiliation I could have for believing in someone, thinking they wanted to spend their life with me. I am trying to move forward, but honestly, I do not know how I am supposed to trust anyone after that. The scary part is how ordinary the first warning sign felt. Story 6. This one feels normal for about 10 seconds and then it turns. I need a reality check, because this situation got messy fast. 35F/35M, married 10 years. Husband stole my prescription meds for years and I'm struggling with trust. A few days ago I found a small glass vial with what looked like the beads from my Adderall XR capsules, and also an empty vial in my husband's coat pocket. When I asked him about it, he acted like he had no idea what it was, shaking his head, saying, "Ick," and looking at me like I was crazy for even asking. That part really messed with me. I went downstairs, counted my pills, and realized I was missing 6, and I had literally just filled my prescription 2 days before. About 10 to 15 minutes later, he came downstairs and admitted it was my Adderall. He had already taken the missing 6 pills and been taking from me for a long time. Today, he's saying something different. I had to bring this problem up today because he hasn't said anything to me about and is acting like nothing happened. Today, he said that never took full pills, but has been opening my capsules and skimming beads out of them for years. He admitted he's been doing this for years, probably around 4 to 5 years. He said he would take a little less than half so I wouldn't notice. I wanted to know why he said he took the 6 pills Thursday night and now he is saying he was just sneaking/skimming them. He said, because wouldn't believe him anyways and he didn't want to argue. Looking back, there were times I did notice something felt off with my medication. Sometimes the capsules looked less full, but I second-guessed myself. I even thought maybe I was having memory issues. There were also times I ran out early and thought it was weird, especially since I sometimes skip doses on weekends. I even told him I thought my medicine was more effective pre-COVID. This medication is something I actually need. I have ADHD and a sleep disorder and rely on it to function and stay awake. I've even complained to him before that my meds didn't feel consistent and thought it was a manufacturer issue or an absorption issue. Now I'm realizing it was because he was altering them. I keep thinking about how this went on for years. It was hidden. He denied it at first and made me feel like I was pulling a rabbit out of a hat. I had to pull the truth out of him. Now his story has shifted. My mind is starting to spiral. What else is he hiding? How could he look me right in the eyes and act like he didn't know what that was? It's not like he cheated. But this is bothering me more than I expected and is making me question him and our relationship. At first I was like, wow, WTF, but now a few days later I feel way more unsettled and honestly betrayed, and I'm starting to question our whole relationship. How would someone in my position process something like this in a long-term relationship? Shouldn't he be trying to talk to me to trying to figure this out? Like this a situation that sorry isn't enough, right? I still do not know what I would have done differently, and that is why this story stuck with me. That is the moment where most people would pretend nothing was wrong. Story 7. This one feels normal for about 10 seconds and then it turns. I thought I knew who was wrong here, but the details changed everything. We were supposed to move together with a roommate of ours, but I told my now ex he couldn't go. I called the leasing office and told them I want to take him off. They stated that when I pick up the keys I can take him off. Some backstory on what I found when I snooped. My ex was texting his friends and letting them know that he didn't love me, but he was using me to get to Oregon. He said he was just choosing to love me, but he didn't see a long-term relationship with me. My ex got on a train and went to downtown LA. When my roommate dropped him at the train station, I noticed that the times for the downtown LA train were later in the evening. There was a train for Oregon arriving first. I asked my roommate what train he was getting in and he said the one to LA and that he saw him get on that train. I said okay. A couple days later I made the 18-hour drive to Oregon with all my pets and stuff. I went to pick up the keys and the leasing office said that my roommate already picked up the keys. I let them know that was impossible since we just got here from California. They let me know it was Angel. I saw red. I was so mad and hurt. I went to my roommate and asked if he knew. He said, oh, so he is here. He wasn't supposed to be here yet. I was so mad I walked away. I called some friends and asked for advice as well. I called my roommate and asked him if he knew. He came out and said he had lied and knew that my ex was coming to Oregon. Now I feel trapped in my own home and what was supposed to be a happy occasion turned into a stressful one. My ex even ate the whole gift basket that was there to welcome us to our new apartment. I am still trying to figure out what to do because I don't feel comfortable with him here. If anyone has any suggestions, I would love to hear it. For context, since my ex picked up the keys a couple days before I got here and signed for everything, I couldn't take them off the lease. Now since it's been 48 hours after move-in since my ex picked up the keys, there is a form that we can fill out that everyone has to sign it voluntarily. Original post. Be honest, would you back down, or would you stand your ground? The scary part is how ordinary the first warning sign felt. Story 8. This one feels normal for about 10 seconds and then it turns. I was trying to keep it together, but this situation broke something in me. My friend started dating my ex and won't leave me alone. My friend started dating my ex-boyfriend at the beginning of April. As far as I know, for context, my ex and I broke up in January after being together for 4 years. The way I found out was her posting him sitting across from her at a restaurant with a heart emoji on her Instagram story. I saw it the morning after it was posted. Devastation doesn't even begin to describe what I felt. It has been